Good morning, happy Monday everyone. It's Karli from cookingwithkarli.com and we are doing another Crumbl taste test this morning and I'm excited about these cookies. So just before we get going, a few housekeeping items. Comment below, let me know which of the Crumbl cookies this week were your favorite and which one you'd like a copycat recipe for. I make at least one a week usually. And I'm excited to dive into these ones today. We'll just get right to it. We have a pumpkin pie cookie. So this is a chilled cookie. It looks like a no-bake pumpkin pie filling, and this is a sugar cookie crust. I'm assuming it's similar to the pecan pie crust that we had a few weeks ago, but time will tell when we taste that. And then we have the maple cinnamon roll cookie. They're supposed to be like the cinnamon roll filling on the inside, so like the brown sugar with cinnamon. That's a maple glaze, and this is a sugar cookie base cookie. I'm most excited about that one, not gonna lie. This is a cranberry white chip, so these are like craisins, so cranberries that have been dried like raisins. Craisins with white chips, and I'm assuming this is just like the regular chocolate chip cookie base, like their original base. And then last but not least, we have the salted caramel cheesecake. They have mixed up the look of the cheesecake or the caramel with this cookie. It used to be drizzled. Looks like I didn't get any salt on this time. I actually already have a copycat recipe of this. I'll leave that in the description below so you can make these yourself. I'm actually super interested in tasting this one today, however, because there's rumor that the graham cracker cookie itself has changed a little bit. So we will taste and see. From what I hear, the s'more cookie from last week, you know how I said that I felt like it could use some more graham cracker flavor. I hear that this is the same base as that one. So I don't know if that's true or not. We will figure that out when we taste these cookies. I hope there's more graham cracker to that. So I didn't even tell you, it's a graham cracker cookie with a cheesecake frosting and then the caramel. There should be some sea salt on there. Mine doesn't have any sea salt though. That's okay. All right, let's go with this cranberry white chip first. Breaks very nicely. Nice and thick. It's going to be soft and chewy, I can already tell. It smells just like the original. Like the smell of like the white chip macadamia nut. So that's obviously the white chips in there. Okay, here we go. Nice crisp on the outside. I actually really like that. The craisins give it a nice like burst of fruity flavor, but it's not overpowering. This tastes very, very similar to the white chip macadamia nut. Probably the exact same base. Especially with the white chips, but instead of the nuts, obviously you have the craisins. I feel like this is a perfect holiday cookie, and it's a great alternative for people who don't love like milk chocolate. I love the crispiness of the outside, but it's nice, soft and chewy. It's a great texture on the inside. This is a great cookie. I am a fan of this one for sure. No complaints on that one. My baby's trying to go down for a nap, so if you can hear her in the background just talking, I apologize. Okay, salted caramel cheesecake. Break this bad boy in half. I feel like the caramel is just all going to slide off. Pretty much. So we've got a nice thick cookie there. I feel like this is different than the s'more one. I don't think people who I was hearing the rumors from know what they're talking about. That's a good cookie. The raspberry cheesecake is actually one of my favorite cookies. And so it's very similar to this, only it has a raspberry drizzle instead of the caramel on top. The cheesecake frosting is super, like, I don't know how to describe it. Hold on. This one is thinner than usual. It's usually a lot thicker, but it has a good cheesecake flavor, but it's not overpowering like you're hit in the face with a bunch of cream cheese. It's really sweet. But this one is not as thick as it usually is. I prefer it a little bit thicker. As for the cookie, yeah, this is a totally different base, which is great. It's a graham cracker base. It's not the original base. It's great. So as a graham cracker flavor, there's like graham cracker crumbs in the cookie. It's baked really well. Nice crisp on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. My only critiques with this one, and I think it may just be the batch of cookies or the frosting, is that the frosting is really loose. And I like it more of like a frosting texture. This is more of like a glaze almost. And it even like crisped on the outside. I don't know if you can see how it kind of like it crusted on the outside, and the inside is just really, really soft. So maybe there was a little bit too much milk or something added to this. Either that or they've changed their cheesecake frosting. I'm assuming it's just this batch though. But I love this cookie. Those are just my little critiques though. Next up is, let's do the pumpkin pie next. So this is what it looks like. Has the little whipped cream. I'm just going to cut it in half. It's definitely no bake, definitely. It's very soft in there. I can smell the pumpkin, obviously. I can smell the cinnamon. There looks like there's some like pumpkin pie spice maybe sprinkled on top. Looks like maybe there's some cream cheese. I got a chunk of cream cheese right there. It didn't quite get mixed in all the way. That's actually not bad. It's very creamy, very fluffy. It is not like the baked pumpkin pie where it's, you know, thick and you could cut it with a fork. This is very, very fluffy. The crust is the same crust as the pecan pie. It's like a sugar cookie. I would say not ultra sweet, but it definitely has the sweetness in there. But it's nice and flaky. So it's not like a super dense sugar cookie. Dense as in like chewy dense, but it's nice and flaky, cooked all the way through. I actually am really surprised by this one. The combination of the pumpkin and the cookie is really great. Like the fluffiness of the pumpkin pie filling to the cookie. It pairs great together. The pumpkin has great flavor. It's not overpowering. It's sweet enough, great cinnamon, not too much spice. Overall, really great cookie. I like the salted caramel a little bit better than that one, but that probably pairs equally with the white chip cranberry one, which I'm actually very, very surprised at. All right, last but not least, the maple cinnamon roll. Break that in half. So we do have that nice layer in the middle with the brown sugar and cinnamon. Give this a taste. That's good. Very cinnamony. I'm a weird texture person, and you can taste like the graininess, I don't know if that's the right word, of the brown sugar, of the filling, and I actually really, really enjoy that. Like the texture of brown sugar, basically. You get that in the cookie while you're eating it. It's very sweet. Let me taste just the glaze. Definitely maple. I really think that pairs well together. I might like a vanilla glaze a little bit better than the maple, but my husband is a huge maple fan. He's going to love this cookie. Absolutely love it. Which says a lot because he doesn't like cookies. Is that crazy? I make so many cookies and he would rather eat Nerds, Sour Patch Kids, or like Warheads. He's a candy guy. I'm a baked goods kind of girl. But it's probably good that he doesn't like cookies with the amount of cookies that I make. That was a side tangent, sorry. That is a great cookie though. Nice crispy on the outside, chewy in the middle. The glaze is interesting because they kept it in the fridge. They had to pull it out of the fridge when they put it on, but the cookie was warm. And so it like melted and just enough, but wasn't like flowing everywhere. So that tells me that the glaze is pretty thin if they need to keep it in the fridge, and then the warm cookie can melt it really fast. Okay, wow. What a week. I like every single one of these cookies, which I don't know if that's ever happened before, where I genuinely really like all of them. If I had to pick, probably the salted caramel cheesecake, then the maple cinnamon roll, and then the pumpkin pie and cranberry white chip are tied. But great, great, great week. Go get yourself a box of these this week for sure. Don't miss out. And then let me know in the comments below which cookie you'd like the recipe for. And again, I already do have the salted caramel cheesecake, which is fantastic. I love that one, obviously. But besides that, that's all I've got for you today. So have a great Thanksgiving. I'll be back with a new video tomorrow. And happy holidays, you guys. Enjoy. We'll be back next week with another Crumbl taste test on Monday. See you guys.